Hello, Deborah Hallam here. YouTube is a funny place. We can share things on YouTube in a soundbite, but actually, for me, often the soundbites that I share are very sacred and are not designed to be consumed and forgotten in 7 minutes or 15 minutes. They are designed to be mulled over. And I know that in the mulling over of some things, we can enter uncharted territory. When I left a soundbite about trust and self recently, as being a key to living through our hearts, I'm aware that the journey into trusting self, the journey of being curious and contemplating, can lead us into uncharted territory. It can lead us into elements of ourself that we haven't ever looked at or haven't spent much time with before, because perhaps we don't have the tools for that and we feel really uncomfortable about that. In my experience, everything that we have crossed the path of our journey, however you wish to label it, is a gift. Not necessarily a gift we identify in the moment, but later. So when I really wanted to become aware of my own patterns, one of the really big ones for me has been around self-worth. I do know the origins of that. We don't always know the origins of these things, and that's actually okay. It's just knowing that they're there, having that awareness, because with that awareness we can actually do something with it. So an awareness I had eventually in my life around self-worth allowed me to reflect on choices and actions that I'd made, believing I wasn't worth much. One of the big ones was being in a relationship that wasn't serving me, but staying in it, acting out in it, having my role in it, largely because my self-worth was non-existent to a point. There were other parts of my life where I felt self-worth, but this was an area where I didn't. And so after that relationship came to an end, there was a point in time where I needed to take ownership of my worth. I had to understand that what I had experienced through that journey with that relationship did relate to choices I'd made for myself. And of course, there was some discomfort, but I have been able to be compassionate with myself about that. And accept myself. If I hadn't have had that, made those choices with those beliefs, I would not be able to find an alternative, have an awareness and do things differently. And that's the gift. So as you're journeying into trust in self and discover that loving yourself is a very important part of the curiosity and the contemplation and the awareness, I would like to share with you some wisdom that I channeled for this book, which is available on Amazon, a link below. Channeled Soul Messages, Guidance for Thriving in the World Today. I channeled a chapter, and the other authors channeled a chapter as well. So there is so much in here which can support all of us on this journey in these quite unprecedented times that we're in. So I'm going to share an extract which is under the topic of self-love. So here's the wisdom. Remember, as a seed of the divine planted in Earth's garden, you are a magnificent and unique part of the landscape. And I can attest to that magnificence. Every client I work with one-on-one, I get to see a glimpse of their essence and their magnificence, and there's no other word for it. That's truly who we are. In order to grow yourself into the most joyous expression of the divine that you can, you simply need to water yourself with your very own self-love. Understand that your flaws are simply just a part of you. They cannot be separated out of you. Instead, notice how parts of you highlight the other parts in you, and vice versa. This is the purpose they all serve together: awareness. Throughout life, as you grow your seed, your essence, into a tree, you literally expand. Notice that growing into a full tree happens over the course of your life, not overnight, because you are growing and unfurling in divine time. It is what you do with the awareness of this that is key. So please honor your own journey into living through your heart as a sacred one. As you get to know yourself, all of the parts of yourself, how they're all who you are, who you've become, and the awareness of all of it can help you in who you're becoming. So I wish you many blessings on that journey as you head home to your heart and to love. Until next time, go well, everybody.